concept of the congruence of two triangles using the criteria ASA. That means angle, included side and the other angle. Suppose we have two triangles ABC and a triangle D, E and F. They are said to be congruent if what we have been given, angle B is equal to angle E, angle C is equal to angle F, and we are given that BC is equal to EF, and we have to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. So this is the ASA criteria, angle, included side and the other angle. Now we shall try to derive this concept. For this, let us take the two sides AB and DE. There can be three possibilities, that either AB is equal to DE, or this is the case 1. Case 2 will be AB is less than DE, or AB is greater than DE. In the case 1, if AB is equal to DE, now in this case, that means AB is equal to DE. In triangle ABC and triangle DEF, what we have, that angle B is equal to angle E. It is given in the statement. Moreover, we have assumed that AB is equal to DE, and we know that BC is equal to EF. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF using the criteria SAS. That means side, included angle and the side. That means if AB is equal to DE, then the triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF using the criteria angle, side, angle. So in the case 1, that means if we take that AB is equal to DE, we have proved that the triangles are congruent. Let us take the case 2. Case 2 means when AB is less than DE. When AB is less than DE, let us take a point G on DE such that AB is equal to GE. Now as we know that AB is less than DE, so we have taken a point G on DE such that AB is equal to GE. And now in triangle ABC and triangle GEF, we know that AB is equal to GE, and we have been given that BC is equal to EF and angle B is equal to angle E. This is also given in the statement because angle B is equal to angle E, and this is also given, and this we have assumed, or we can say by construction. So we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle G, E and F, because now using the SAS criteria, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle GEF. That means angle A is equal to, as AB is equal to GE, that means side is equal, and angle B is equal to angle E, that means included angle is equal, and BC is equal to EF, that means again the sides are equal. So we have taken the criteria SAS, side, included angle and the side. So we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle GEF. From this we can say that angle ACB is equal to angle GFE. CPCT. CPCT means corresponding parts of congruent triangle. As triangle ABC is congruent to triangle GEF, so angle ACB will be equal to GFE. But we are given that angle ACB is equal to angle DFE. It has been given in the statement that angle ACB is equal to angle DFE. So from these two statements we can say that angle DFE is equal to GFE. This is only possible when D and G coincide. That means D and G are the same points. That means we can say that DE is equal to AB. Hence triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. So in case 1 we have taken that AB is equal to DE and we have seen that the triangles are congruent. In the case 2 we have taken that AB is less than DE and so we have taken a point on G on DE as G and we have taken AB is equal to GE and we have found that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. So in the case 1 we have proved that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF and in the case 2 we have proved that triangle ABC is congruent to DEF, and in the third case as we have been given that AB is greater than DE, so in the case 3 we can use the same concept that we used in case 2 and we will take a point G on AB such that GB is equal to DE. That means if we take a point G on AB and we say that GB will be equal to DE, and we on the same way that we have taken in the case 2 we can prove that that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. That means in all the three cases we have proved that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. So hence the theorem comes to us that the ASA is also criteria for the congruence. That means angle, side and angle. That means angle included side and the angle. That means the side between the two angles. If angle B is equal to angle E, angle B is equal to angle E, angle C is equal to angle F and BC is equal to EF, then we can say that the two triangles are congruent. Now let us take the case 3 in which AB is greater than DE. That means the side AB of triangle ABC is greater than the side DE of triangle DEF. So this can be proved. This case can be proved in the same way as we did in the case 2. That means now we will take a point. Let us suppose we take a point H on AB and we join HC. We have taken BH is equal to DE in the case 3. So in case 3 we have taken a point H on AB such that BH is equal to DE, and then we will try to prove on the same lines we will try to prove that HBC is congruent to DEF, and again similarly we can prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. So this is how we can prove in all the three cases that the triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF, and we can say that the criteria ASA, that means angle included side and the angle, can be used to measure the congruence of the two triangles, because in this we were given that angle B is equal to angle E and angle C is equal to angle F and BC is equal to EF. That means the side BC and side EF are included in angle B and C. So ASA criteria states that if we have two angles and the side included in these two angles are equal, then we can say that the two triangles are congruent. Now let us apply the concept of ASA criteria. Let us suppose we are given a straight line AB. BA is a straight line and we have AX and BY, two straight lines such that AX is parallel to BY, and let AX and let XY and AB intersect at P. So we have to prove that triangle APX is congruent to triangle BPY. So let us, the question is that we have been given a straight line AB and then AX and BY are two line segments drawn at A and B such that AX is equal to BY and AX is parallel to BY. We have been given that AX is equal to BY. Two equal line segments have been drawn at A and B, that is AX and BY, so that which are parallel to each other. So we have been given that AX is equal to BY and AX is parallel to BY. So and we have to prove that if we draw XY which intersects AB at P, we have to prove that triangle APX is equal to triangle BPY. So we are given that AX is equal to BY and AX is parallel to BY, and we have to prove triangle APX is congruent to triangle BPY. So the proof is, now let us name the angles. Let this be angle 1, this be angle 2, this is angle 3, this is angle 4, and we have given that they are parallel. So in triangle APX and BPY, angle 1 is equal to angle 4 because AX is parallel to BY and AB is the transversal, and they are alternate interior angles. Now as AX and BY are parallel lines and AB is the transversal cutting them, so angle 1 is equal to angle 4 because they are alternate interior angles. Similarly, angle 2 is equal to angle 3. Again, AB is parallel to AY is parallel to BY is parallel to AX and XY is the transversal cutting them. So angle 2 is equal to angle 3. They are alternate angles, and we know that BY is equal to AX. This has been given. So triangle APX is congruent to triangle BPY using the concept of ASA criteria, because the angle 1 and angle 2 and the included side BY of triangle BPX has been used. Similarly, angle 3 and angle 4 and the side included side XA has been used in triangle PXA. So we can say that triangle APX is congruent to triangle BPY. We have to prove, the first part was to prove that triangle APX is congruent to triangle BPY, and the second part was that P is that XY intersects, or we can say XY bisects AB, or we have to prove that AP is equal to BP or XP is equal to YP, because we have to prove that XY and AB bisect each other. For this, this can be proved only when AP is equal to BP and XP is equal to PY. So to prove that, we will use the corresponding parts of the congruent triangles. As APX is congruent to BPY, so AP is equal to BP, CPCT, and PX is equal to PY, again CPCT. So we can say that XY and AB bisect each other. So both the parts of the question have been proved. The first part was to prove that triangle APX is congruent to triangle BPY, and the second part was to prove that XY and AB bisect each other. For this, we have used the corresponding parts of the congruent triangles, that means AP and BP and PX and PY, because AP is equal to BP, CPCT, and similarly PX is equal to PY. That means they are the corresponding sides of the two triangles and hence they are equal. So we can say that the AB and XY intersect each other at P, or we can say they bisect each other at P.